Hello, Zephyrs, and welcome to the first episode of the Zeph podcast. My name is Pius, your host for today, and thank you all for tuning in. As well, today is also a very special first episode as we welcome our very special guest, Unsuk's main Mapres, Elma. How are you today? I'm fine. Care to introduce yourself? Hi everyone, I'm Elma and I'm from English Literature 2024. Hi, thank you so much. And thank you for joining and lending me your time today, Elma. I'd like to know what a Mapres is and what they do. Mapres is basically how you selected students that are not only for academically, not only smart from academically, but also like outside of non-academic, like how their achievements and like organizations and many other things. That's very fascinating. Well, now that we know what a Mapres is and what they do, why don't you tell us a bit about how you became a Mapres in the first place and what pushed you to become a Mapres? What motivated you to become one? Okay, so I actually never have a plan to becoming a Mapres. I just told to do so by my lecturer because she knows that I have a lot of achievements and it is very waste if I just like do nothing about it. But what motivates me is actually uh, when I when I actually taking to wanted to do my best is that I want to becoming the representative of it because as a social humaniora study, it is very hard to breaking the barrier to actually like winning the film press because many usually who win is actually scientific people like a doctorate and etc. So it actually kind of motivates me, but also kind of makes me insecure about it because I'm from Anak and also other than that my struggle is that because once I winning the faculty selection and I have to go to university, I am the youngest from like any other faculty, so it is a very struggle for me to do that. But also what makes me keep going on or like motivates me is because I wanna fighting my struggle and like fighting my insecurity about it and actually winning the film prize out of it. Alright, that's very interesting. Well, if you don't mind, could you tell us about what your strategies and plans and how you become a Mapres are? Oh yeah, my strategy is actually two. First, because the Mapres competition has a lot of stages for you. There are three competition inside of the Mapres, like the Gagasan Kreatif and Capaian Unggulan, and also the English one. So I try to like find the aspect that I'm very proud of, or like very confident, like English, and I focus on that rather than I try to like focus to something that I'm not really confident. So I just like focus to something like English that I'm very confident to like winning in that or like have a maximal scores in that rather than try to like feeling something that I know that I'm going to be hard to do that like GK or this kind of thing. So I'm just like prioritizing something that I know I'm very proud of it and yeah, it's going to be easy for me to like have a strategy to win the competition if I'm confident in those aspects. But secondly, it's also how you regulate your mental stability because a competition as big as Film Press is very overwhelming and also very competitive. So it is very easy for you to like coming into the competition with a good mental stability so that it don't make you anxious or like it doesn't make you insecure or those kind of things. So when you do the competition, it's going to be very easy and like very happy to do it. So those two things is my strategy, like prioritizing something that I'm good at and like how you regulate your mental stability. So be confident in one of the three requirements and be able to regulate your mental stability. All right. Yes, mental and psychological stability is very important, even for regular students, right? Yeah. Especially that. Right. So now I'd like to know if you face any sort of difficulties or challenges throughout your entire journey on becoming a Mapres. If so, how do you overcome them and what did you do? Okay, my struggle is basically because Mapres have a lot of things that you need to prepare, like posters, like videos, and how you practice how to presentation in front of the jury or those kind of things. It's very overwhelming. Like For me, those three aspects, I need to like do three posters and like make one videos and also like do other things. So it's kind of need a really big how do you call it, like time management, and it's going to be very hard. And that's actually my struggle because I not only do Mapres, I also do NUDC, I also do like regular students in college, so it's very overwhelming. So that is my struggle. And secondly, my struggle is towards how, like I already told you, because I am the youngest in university and also in regional. So it's kind of like how do I compete with my own insecurity and also my own expectations towards the other, because now I am a regional Mapres and I have to do also for national. So expectation from decan, from rector, from many other people is very hard for me, and it is very struggle. So I need to fight for that. But at that time, because I already faced many selection from faculty, university, and regional, it's kind of kind of easy right now because I already have a lot of experience how to do poster, hamin dua, dadakan, or those kind of things. So it's actually kind of, yeah. Once that I'm dulunya struggle, right now it's kind of like, yeah, I can do it, or those kind of things.
So you overcame those struggles. Yeah. Nice. So when you finally became a Mapres, do you gain any sort of extra privileges or benefits as a regular student wouldn't you get?
Yeah, I think the very big thing I have is the recognition.
Recognition.
Yeah, because like many people know that, oh, Elma or Mapres Unsur or like Mapres regional or those kind of things. So many people know me from that.
Yes.
And secondly, I think because Mapres is very busy, like you cannot for Mapres, because like what I already told you, you have to do many things. So it makes me rarely go to class.
Mhm.
So I skip class a lot of times,
Yes.
and for regular student, it's going to be very overwhelming. But because I have the title Mapres for me, for myself, like lecturers and any other. They already understand that, oh, Elma needs to go this panel, this kind of thing. So even if like ini cerita dikit. So before midterm, I only joined class like two class for like every matkul. So I literally disband 5 kali, and they already understand because I'm a mother. So I feel like those privileges that not regular students have, but also I'm not really saying that as a privilege, because for me to like try to mengejar ketertinggalan is also very overwhelming. But yeah, the recognitions and like the understanding from lecturer, I feel like it's something that I'm really happy that I have it, because it's helped me to like um, overcome my struggle also, because they understand how Mapres is very overwhelming, and it helps me to like, because they understand my struggle also. So it's kind of make me easy to do my college beside Mapres.
I see. Wow, I see. Well, I think that's been a very fascinating, interesting topic in this episode, right, Suffers? Elma here has shown that through great effort and hard work, you too can become a Mapres as well. Of course, as with any journey, there will be hardships to overcome, but hopefully, with Elma's knowledge as a main Mapres, you too can one day become like her. Thank you so much for joining this episode of Steph Podcast, Elma. But before we wrap this up, do you have any final statements and maybe advice you can give to our fellow Steppers who maybe one day would like to become Mama Press themselves?
Yeah, I think for everyone who wanted to becoming a Mapres or even like joining competitions or any other things, if you, I feel like the first thing, you don't have to pessimistic over yourself, and also just like go for it. Don't think about too much about your insecurity or even like your struggle. Just like do whatever you want to do. If you want to becoming a Mapres, do it. If you wanted to join any other competition, just do it. Don't ever think about later the result or those kind of things. Just basically like don't be afraid to do whatever you want to do.
See, don't be afraid, Steppers. Chase your dreams, become a Mapres. Again, thank you so much for joining and becoming a special guest for this episode, Alma,
You're
and
welcome.
providing us with the necessary knowledge and advice on becoming a Mapres. All right, that concludes our first episode of Set Podcast. My name is Fayez, your host for today, and I will see you all in next episode of Set Podcast. Goodbye.